This video mechanicsgram will outline the mechanics of tracking and chasing fly balls in multi-member crews. Although this was made for the 60-foot diamond, the concepts discussed do apply to any diamond and for crews of 3, 4, or 6 umpires. Our guiding philosophy of tracking and chasing fly balls is the mantra, if it's in the air, you're there. This means that on any catchable fly ball, whether routine or otherwise, the appropriate umpire should leave to track and chase the fly ball. When you chase fly balls, remain in the outfield. Trust your crewmates to rotate and cover your base. There are 5 fundamentals to consider when tracking and chasing fly balls. Our first of which is to know your zone of coverage, remembering the slogan, if it's in the air, you are there. Fly ball coverages illustrated in this diagram apply to a 4-umpire crew on the 60-foot diamond. The diagram also applies to either of the big diamonds, provided U2 is positioned on the outside of the diamond. The diagram illustrates the division of fly ball responsibilities for each of the 3 base umpires, each with their own zone of coverage. It is important to note that U2 is our trigger umpire, meaning that the crew will always defer to U2 when covering fly balls. U2's responsibilities include any fly ball or line drive to the outfield that requires the left fielder to move in any direction straight in or straight back, all the way to the right fielder straight in or straight back. U1 will be responsible for any fly ball or line drive that requires the right fielder to move in any direction towards the right field line. Similarly, U3 will be responsible for any fly ball or line drive that requires the left fielder to move in any direction towards the left field line. In any situation in which 2 umpires go to chase the same fly ball, the wing umpires will defer to U2. This requires the wing umpires, either U1 or U3, to break off their pursuit of the fly ball regardless of which umpire is correct in their chase, and then rotate accordingly. This is what we mean by deferring to U2. Here in this clip, you'll see that both umpires go out on the same fly ball, and in this case, U1 does a good job of reading U2, deferring to him, and then rotating accordingly by moving in the direction of first base, but not to go below the back. There are 2 final concepts to note regarding fly ball coverages and responsibilities. First, on any fly ball bounding on top of a base umpire to which that umpire must vacate the area in order to get out of the way, the plate umpire will assume responsibility for fly balls in such an instance. Second, the plate umpire will also be responsible for all routine fly balls in the infield. However, on any fly ball or line drive in which the fielders have to converge or exert extraordinary effort to attempt a play on the ball, the open glove theory will apply. The open glove theory yields responsibility of catch, no catch on infield line drives and fly balls to the umpire in the direction to which the glove opens. The second fundamental to remember when tracking and chasing fly balls is to read the fielder, not the ball. Keep in mind that zones of responsibility are divided based upon the movements of the fielders rather than the location of the batted ball. Here we have a fly ball to the right field fence, to which then the right fielder is moving directly towards the line. Technically, this should be U1's zone of coverage, and he should have gone out on this fly ball. In this clip, both U2 and U3 will give chase to this fly ball. While remembering that we will defer to U2, notice that the left fielder is moving towards the left field line, and that means this fly ball should belong to U3 and not U2. U3 does a great job of realizing this, breaks off his pursuit, and moves into the working area. The third fundamental of tracking and chasing fly balls is to run parallel to the fielder attempting to make a play on the ball. This will help umpires avoid getting straight-lined on any catch, no catch opportunity. In this clip, let's go ahead and examine U2's response to this fly ball. In the freeze frame, you'll see him directly take a drop step and take a look at the direction the fielder is moving. You'll also note that he runs parallel to the fielder to get the best look possible at this catch. The next clip also illustrates the importance of running parallel to the fielder. Remember, the purpose of running parallel is to make sure we don't get straight lined on a diving attempt, to which we have here. Our first base umpire does an effective job at running parallel to make sure he has a good angle to view this catch. As an aside, this umpire's gone out and stayed out, and our plate umpire does a good job of rotating up the line. The fourth principle to keep in mind when tracking and chasing fly balls is to ensure that our nonverbal communication and our body language effectively mitigate any confusion as to whether or not we are going out to chase a fly ball. On this fly ball to the left fielder, U3 does an excellent job of signaling a stop sign with his hand to ensure and communicate with U2 that we only have one umpire out. As you see, this fielder has taken steps towards the third base line, and therefore this call belongs to U3. On this fly ball to right field, our first base umpire gets stuck, and this indecision by U1 confuses his crewmates. It is very unclear as to whether or not this umpire has gone out on the fly ball or if he is staying with responsibilities at first base. You'll note that this play has converging fielders in which U1 should be out to go ahead and cover no-catch responsibilities in the outfield. He should go out and stay out, turning his back to the infield to non-verbally communicate to his crewmates that he is out and they must rotate accordingly. In the next example, we have a great illustration of this nonverbal communication. You'll see that as the fly ball goes to left center, our second base umpire outstretches his hand, signaling to the third base umpire that he must rotate. The fifth and final thing to consider when tracking and chasing fly balls is to make sure that we ease into our set position to get stopped as a fielder attempts to make a play on the ball. While the umpire in this clip effectively runs parallel with the center fielder with the ball in the air, it's important to make sure that we note that as this fielder gets prepared to catch the ball, our umpire is not set. We must ease into a standing set position to get our eyes still to rule on the catch. Here our first base umpire makes a great read on this fly ball, but as he runs to see this no catch, notice that he is not set as this fielder makes a diving attempt to catch the ball. We want to make sure that we get set to go ahead and signal no catch, and that we have clear set eyes to rule on this play. To review, remember the 5 fundamentals of tracking and chasing fly balls. 1. Know your zone for fly ball coverage. Secondly, read the fielder, not the ball. Third, remember to run parallel to the fielders so that we don't get straight lined. 4. Make sure that we have nonverbal communication. And then 5th, make sure we get set to view the play.